Good evening and welcome. I'm Dian Ekayani and tonight we'll be discussing some exciting news that highlights Indonesia's remarkable achievement on the global stage. A recent Harvard University study involving over 200,000 respondents from 22 countries has ranked Indonesia as the world's most flourishing nation. This study measured flourishing across seven key pillars. How did Indonesia achieve this remarkable success? What are the key factors behind this accomplishment? And what challenges remain for Indonesia to sustain and improve the citizen well-being? Let's delve into the details in the following report. Indonesia's impressive achievement of topping the Just Realistic Global Flourishing Index. A board survey research conducted by Harvard University with over 200,000 respondents from 22 countries deserve much commendation. The aforesaid study, gauging flourishing on the strength of seven key pillars: physical and mental health, happiness, purpose, character, including prosociality, quality of relationships, financial security, and spirituality, reveals Indonesian society's overall strengths. But there needs to be a closer look to understand the dynamic behind these figures, identify current challenge, and formulate strategies for long-term and fair well-being. The Harvard study highlights several key aspects contributing to Indonesian high ranking. The first one, health and mental well-being. While disparities in access to health service between rural and urban communities persist, the National Health Insurance Program has significantly increased access to basic health care for an overwhelming majority of the population. However, the quality of service and availability of skilled medical staff in remote areas remain colossal challenge. Mental health, which is influenced by social and cultural factors, has high scores, reflecting and resilience of Indonesian individuals in coping with adversities. The second one, sense of purpose, spiritually and cultural values. A strong system of values based on religious and cultural tradition provides a foundation to a large proportion of Indonesian society. This contributes significantly to a sense of purpose, well-being, and social support, in particular in family and community environments. The third one, confident prosocial personality and social relationship. Gotong royong culture, underpinned by cooperation and mutual support, continues to be a pillar of Indonesian society. This can be seen in many social activities, from people's work projects through to religious and community festivals. Confident social relationships lead to a sense of belonging and social support essential to well-being. The last one, economic growth and financial security. Adequate economic growth over recent years has raised the standard of living for most Indonesian citizens. Government programs such as the Indonesian Smart Card and the Family Hope program have also raised the financial security of the poor. Economy, opportunity, and income disparity, however, remain pressing concerns. Next, despite its top ranking, Indonesia faced significant challenges in achieving sustainable and equitable well-being. Okay, the first one, countering systemic inequality. Social and economic inequality is a major obstacle to having equal well-being. There must be a master plan in order to bridge the rich poor and urban rural divides. It must be done by means of a multi-sectoral system involving the government, private sector, and civil society. Next, the second one, long-term investment in quality education. Increasing the accessibility and quality of education is crucial to enhance human capital and broad-based economic growth. This involves huge investment in education facilities, teacher training, and employment market relevant curricula. Okay, the third one, building a high quality and equitable healthcare system. Improving the quality of healthcare service, particularly in rural areas, is essential to improving public health. This includes increasing the supply of qualified medical doctors, spending on healthcare infrastructure, and promoting preventive healthcare. The last one, environmentally sustainable development. Economic development must be accompanied by environmentally sustainable development in such a way as to consider the natural resource sustainability. This requires policies supporting renewable energy, waste minimization, and environmental conservation. Indonesia achievement is the World Prospering Index is a launching pad to further sustainable development. But this victory must be accompanied by comprehensive and inclusive strategy in addressing inequality, better quality health and education, and sustainable environmental development. The collaboration of the government, business community, and civil society is required to achieve just and sustainable well-being for all Indonesians. Regular monitoring and assessment are also critical to the attainment of the success of implement policies and programs. In closing, tonight's report has unfolded the remarkable story of Indonesia rise as the world's most flourishing nation, a testament to the resilient innovation and collaborative spirit of its people. While challenges undoubtedly remain, the journey toward continued progress and enhanced well-being is paved with the lessons learned and the unwavering commitment to fostering a thriving society for all Indonesians. The future shines brightly for Indonesia, and we eagerly anticipate witnessing its continued success on the global stage. Thank you for joining us.